Hello and welcome to today's HLE Esports Round Up. We're going to cover the news that is official over the last 24 hours. Free agency has been going on for the last few days. A lot of these signings just becoming official. They've been rumored for a long time, and we're going to get into it with HLE, KT, and MAD Lions today or tonight, depending on where you are. So HLE fills out their roster a few days ago. They signed Viper officially. He rejoined the team, coming from EDG. And today they officially signed the rest of the roster. HLE completely swapping all 5 players out for 5 new ones. A very, very different direction. This is considered by some a super roster. So Kingen and Zeka joined from DRX, world champions. Clid comes from FPX. Clid was in the LPL last year, former T1 jungler. And Life joined. Life was KT's Rolster's starting support last year. So, Kingen at Worlds, 354 KDA, 737 CS per minute, 59.1 KP. This was not really that great. Now, the thing is with Kingen, numbers only say part of the story. Kingen did very, very well in finals, really stood up to Zeus in a big way, and throughout the tournament got better and better. So that is a thing. But over the aggregate, over the entire work of 21 games at World's main event, his numbers aren't that hot. So that is a thing to keep in mind. I do think there is a chance that he could be one of those players that won Worlds. You think of Impact, you think of Crown. I'm sure you could go down the list. There's many others. Gimgoon, where players that win Worlds, not necessarily being, super elite players. So Kingen, 59.1 KP, 20.7 kill share, 20.4 gold share, 8 champions in 21 games. Very, very low maintenance, weak side top laner. 20% kill share is 20% gold share is very low for a top laner. Clid, in the LPL playoffs, 257 KDA, 499 CS per minute, 64.2 KP. This is awful. Clid, and I'm going to say this, I was an FPX fan a bit going into summer. I wouldn't even say fan. I just thought FPX was going to look good. I really like Xiaolahu. The addition of Summit wasn't bad. Care, Bechuan, they should have kept. That's where it gets to. See, they go with Clid instead of Bechuan. Clid just did not have it going on alongside Care and Summit. Under 5 CS per minute. I understand that it wasn't a meta where jungle carries, but if you're under 5, that means you need to be doing something else. You need to be creating something. And he only had 64 KP, which is a lot lower than my standard. So between both of them, he wasn't doing either. He wasn't farming enough. He wasn't getting enough kills, wasn't involved enough in making things happen. 13.3 kill share, 17.1 gold share, 6 in 9 games. Clid will be the weakness on this team, and it is a matter of how weak is he going to be. That is pretty much how it's going to be in January, late December, when we do a preview for all the major region teams. I will be parroting that same statement. Zeka, in mid lane, 515 KDA, 936 CS per minute, 61.6 KP. 61.6 is not great. That means you're only involved in 3 out of every 5 kills. However, the 936 CS per minute more than makes up for it. Unlike Clid, you have a guy like Zeka that is farming out of his mind, getting ahead in lane, doing well into Chovy. Last year, LCK Summer, I had him as an All-Pro, one of my 3 All-Pros in mid lane. A very good player that only stepped it up at Worlds. I'd had him middle of the road going into Worlds, probably a lot lower than where a lot of people had him, but inexperience was definitely a part of that, and he showed up in a big way. He carried throughout play-ins. He played very well throughout the group stage, and then Beryl kind of took over, and Zeka did his job the rest of the way. That one game against Scout, going to be sticking out probably forever. 30.4 kill share, 23.7 gold share, 30.4 kill share, that is carry. He carried for DRX at times in a big way. And looking at this team, he is in a position to be a secondary carry behind Viper, which is probably optimal. 6 champions in 21 games. Now, Life, I included his stats from LCK Summer because he played the playoffs and regionals, and neither one were more than a handful of games. So 4.32 KDA, 77.1 KP, 13 champions in 45 games. I thought Life alongside Aiming did fabulous. Really, KT was a team that I thought, and part of me still wonders how well they would have done at Worlds in DRX's slot, because Rascal was absolutely cracked, and Rascal's a cracked player in top lane, and I thought KT's bot lane was better. Cuz was probably worse than Pioshik, but at the same time, it didn't work out for them. I think Life is going to be doing more than what he was doing on KT with HLE alongside Viper. Honestly, HLE's team looks disgusting outside of the top side of the Rift. And the way Kingham played weak side so well at Worlds maybe gives a glimpse of what he can be going forward if he commits to that. If he doesn't, if they put him on carries in top lane, HLE may have some issues. KT Lahens from Gen G joins as the starting support alongside Aiming in the bot lane. This is a step up. I would say Lahens is better than Life. Lahens is stepping down from Ruler, though, to Aiming, and that is a thing. So we're going to find out how much of that was Ruler and how much of it was Lahens, now that both are no longer with Gen G. I guess Ruler isn't signed anywhere, right? We know the rumors to JDG are a thing, but at the same time, nothing's official. 368 KDA, 73.5 KP, 9 champions in 16 games at Worlds for Lahens, including a singed game where he terrorized his team. Lahens is a very good player, top 5 in his role in the world. I feel that. Lahens really, throughout summer, ramped it up, and even at Worlds, he did more than enough. I understand I didn't have him as an All-Pro, but honestly, I thought the support role was pretty cracked at Worlds, so, that's a thing. That's just whatever. So Lahens is going to be fine, probably, is my estimate there. KT actually found a way to upgrade, and Barrel still is without a team. MAD Lions, Hillisang has joined the team from Fnatic. We have heard this rumor for quite a while. He's alongside Karzi in the bot lane. The team is complete now. Chassis, Alyoya, Niski, Karzi, and Hilly. This team definitely, as I said, yesterday, has a lot of question marks to it. So 418 KDA, 78.3 KP, 6 champions in 16 games in the playoffs with Fnatic alongside Upset. Hilly, he's a little long in the tooth. Upset is certainly a hell of a lot better than Karzi. This is going to be a big test for Hilly. He has not played alongside this level of an AD carry in a very long time. If not, you're looking all the way back to his Unicorn of Love days. I know I'm doing my project research, and I just finished up a lot of 2016, and the fact of the matter is, this is not Reckless, this is an Upset. This is Karzi, and Karzi is neither of those players. So, I don't know how, if I was a betting man, I would bet against this going well. So, his stats are what they are. There are times where you just flip a coin, and you'll get the result for what Hilly's going to do for you. So, he is the definition of coin flip. That is a thing. So, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. Subscribe to the channel. Share it. I do daily content. There will be a video every day about League, if not multiple, depending on how much has to get in and done. Join the Twitter. Join the Twitter. See, I paused there for a second, and I still screwed up. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube member. $3 a month supports me. $10 a month supports me as well. You get extra content, including NFL American football content. A couple videos a week while that's going on, regular season. And then when the regular season's done, the league will be back, and we'll be doing prediction videos for people in the members only tier. I did stream earlier this week and did a test stream, so that may happen this weekend again or next week. Gonna be spur of the moment as we work out the kinks, but excuse me, I thought about doing it today and didn't. So stay on the lookout for that, and thank you for watching.